Cheers, I do buckaroos. And sorry about that. I lost my focus there for a second. I do buckaroos. How the heck are you, Sláinte? I am trying to be here and whiskey whisper. No, I'm not really in this medieval pub behind me, but I was trying to set a mood. Just in case some of you weren't sure, no, I haven't transported back a few hundred years. No, although maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea. I got a couple beers. I only put one in the description, and I remembered I had another one I wanted to share with you, as well as another product. Give me just a second here. Open that up to the public, and we're back in business. Oh, here we go. Now we should be back in business. Ah, well, goodness gracious. There we go. There we go. Anyway, let me set that down. Hey, Buckaroo. So I just got back in town just a little bit ago. Just long enough to get my clothes off, get some comfy clothes on, well enough to get home, take a shower, get a bite to eat, then put some comfy clothes on. Anyway, yeah, wife and I had just one last chance to kind of get away before I go back to the day job next Monday. And I don't know. I guess we both felt like we needed to do something a little bit different. So we kind of got out of our comfort zone a little bit and we went to Tulsa for a couple of days. Why Tulsa? You ask, why not? Actually, we were actually thinking about St. Louis, and then we were both kind of feeling uneasy about it for a few reasons, most of them personal. Um, and then I had a ad or a coupon, I guess, a good deal for a good deal on a room at the Hard Rock in Tulsa, and it's someplace we talked about going many years ago, but then never got around to. So I just went ahead and booked us a couple nights. Oh, and it was a lot of fun. It really was. Wife wanted to do some thrift shopping, so she got some of that in, and I was able to visit. Hey, Rod, how are you, man? I was able to visit one, two, three, four breweries, I guess. Yeah, I got to four of them in 2 days. It wasn't too bad. I hit first one I hit was called Hop the Griffin. It was very nice. Quite frankly, I kind of found it by accident. I never heard of it before, and I only went because it was the only one open at that particular time. But man, the beers were incredible. The customer service was amazing. They didn't have any to-go stuff, which was kind of a bummer because I really would have liked to have some, but and then I went to Marshall. You know, there's kind of been a fixture there in Oklahoma for a lot of years. They're the brewery that's been there a minute. And then, just kind of right around the corner there, right next to it was American Solera Brewing, and then right next to that was Cabin Boys Brewing. So, and all of them were just great in their own way. I'll be honest, American Solera was very good. The beer was good. The atmosphere really wasn't for me. It's a little pretentious hipster for me, but I kind of understand what they're going for. And I'm not their demographic, but I will say that the beer was great. So the first one I'm going to have with you from Marshall that I thought was really interesting is an oatmeal IPA. Yeah, you heard that right. Oatmeal IPA, not an oatmeal stout. And I didn't turn on much. 6.2 there. I was trying to read the ABV on it. 6.2. Let me show you the can. Drinking a good green ghost and making some burgers. Let me post your comment, Rod. I got you and I got another Rod J. So I try not to get you too confused anyway. Here we go. Let me show you this beer. And I've got this little glass, this little taster from Marshall. I didn't buy a full-size glass, but I really like this one. Let me show you this glass. Now they had the nice Belgian, tasters. But I hadn't really seen one quite like this. And and what it reminds me of, take a look at the shape. It's like a miniature Boston lager glass, right? So think about that. Looks like a miniature Boston because it's got that tulip lip, got the little bowl. Looks like a mini Boston lager glass. Anyway, I hadn't seen a taster like that, and I really like it. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't realize you two were acquainted, but I should have. The nose on this is just insane. It's just an incredible beer, and I don't know that I'd ever had oatmeal IPA before. I did have a good time at Marshall. They were very friendly, very very courteous, very knowledgeable, and you all know that that's important to me, right? Well, I like a craft beer staff that knows what the hell they're talking about. I will kind of skip to the end. So the gambling didn't go well for me. at the Hard Rock, but everything else was perfect. It was a lot of fun. I ended up buying a glass here. Let me show you. 'Cause, when we got there the first night, we really weren't. There wasn't a lot open. There wasn't. We didn't really want to go out, so I picked up a nice bottle of whiskey. Just wanted to relax at the room, and so I got a Hard Rock glass because I kind of like memorabilia like that. Oh man. So this is an Oklahoma whiskey that I picked up, and I got a couple of them here. Let me see if I can get that off without knocking everything over here. Uh, it's called Same Old Moses, double barreled, and I bought a couple others, but this is the only one that I've opened yet. I was going to open up a different one, but since I already had this one open, it made sense just to drink it. It's 100 proof, straight bourbon whiskey, small batch. Let me show you that bottle there. They had some other flavors, a couple ryes, a couple different bourbons. At the liquor store I bought it. Actually, this is the only one they had. I found others at a different liquor store, but I just picked up this one. There we go. Let me show you. Post your messages, Rod. Let me show you this whiskey here. I'm going to set that bottle down out of the way. Oops. Make some room here. Oh, Lord have mercy. So anyway, and I did go ahead and pour another beer. I was going to let it sit a minute. So at the first liquor store I went to, I believe it was the owner recommended this beer to me. It's called Astronaut Cookie Oatmeal Stout from Neff Brewing. I wanted to get to that brewery, but the timing just didn't work out. What's interesting about it is gluten free, and I'm trying to find the ingredients here. Not sure if I can read them here. I don't have great light. That's okay. Millet, rice, buckwheat, quinoa, gluten-free oats, tapioca, maltodextrin, which is an unfermentable sugar if you don't know, hops, yeast, and water. Yeah, he recommended this very highly. And I didn't realize it at the time that it was gluten free till we started talking about other things. But I went ahead and got it. So, and I haven't tried it yet. So we're going to have it the first time together. But I am going to start with this IPA, though, now that I've talked for 8 minutes and haven't drank anything. Really like this glass, though. Tell me that glass isn't cool. But yeah, once I got to looking at it, I said, wait, that kind of looks like a miniature Boston lager glass. Tell me it doesn't. Just tell me, damn it. The nose on the nose on this beer is really nice. I did have a good time at Marshall. They were very friendly. This is the first beer that I ordered there, and I bought a 6-pack of it because I really enjoyed it. They had a couple beers on cask that I had as well that were just awesome. They've got this porter called the Big Jamoke, which I've had before, and I've had it on tap, and I've had it in bottles. But they had a cask version of it, and that was great. But they also had the English Stout on cask that was just insanely good. That's what I remember. Wow. Extremely clean, dry finish, which I really enjoy. But before you get to there, you got this beautiful flavor, and the oats really make this body creamy. Just a nice, pleasant mouthfeel. A lot of orange, more zest than fruit or pulp. Maybe a hint of grapefruit, some tropical fruit notes in there. Boy, this is really an interesting beer. I just enjoyed the heck out of it. Drinking about 5 ounces at a time here. So the first brewery that I went to was Hop the Griffin, and I don't like to order flights, even if I've been to a brewery. I mean, even if it's my first trip to the brewery, because I don't like making dirty glasses for the beer tender. Well, they had so many I wanted to try, so I went ahead. Not only did I have one flight, though, I had two. and the beer there was just outstanding. They were very friendly, but I needed to eat something, so I actually had a bratwurst there. I didn't want a lot of food, but I wanted a little something. I went ahead and had a bratwurst. Look how beautiful that beer pours. Got a nice white head on there. Anyway, yeah, I had a bratwurst with spicy mustard, onion, and jalapeno relish. Man, it was good. They did tell me they don't fry anything there. The food isn't fried. The beer is a two-barrel system, very friendly, family-owned operation, which I really enjoyed as well. So if you ever get a chance, if you're in Tulsa, there's the names you're going to know, right? It seems like folks know Marshall. Marshall's been around forever. American Solera, Cabin Boys as well. But look up Hop the Griffin. You won't be disappointed. I guarantee you, man. That's some great beer out there. I am kind of tired, but I wanted to have a couple beers and just a little bit of whiskey with you. Kind of my last hurrah, if you will. I go back to my day job Monday, but I got my night gig tomorrow night and Friday night, so I don't have to get up early. So I thought I'd have a couple. Uh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there, man. Look how nice that beer pours, though. Oh my God, that's a great color. Look at that color. That's crazy. Like that little glass, though, don't you? I hadn't seen a taster quite like that before. I like when I see a different kind of taster. And one of the first time I saw one little Belgian taster, I said, "Oh, that's adorable. I got to have some of those." And I've got a couple. Of course, you got the standard taster glasses, but I hadn't seen one quite like this before. I really like that shape. Wife asked if I stole it or if I paid for it. I didn't buy this one. I only steal glassware when I'm told to. I only steal glassware when the person working there says, "Go ahead, take it." And that's happened a few times, actually. I'll just take the damn glass, man. Oh, get the rest of that beer in here. Oh, whoa, excuse me. Oh, Mexicans. Yeah, they've got. I didn't realize at the time, and I should have, but I didn't. That they've got a large Mexican or Hispanic community, I should say, in Tulsa. And one of the stores my wife went to, my wife wanted to go to this little thrift store, and happened to be right next to it was a Morelos Mexican Supermercado. So I went in there while she was shopping, and man, that product looked good. It looked really good, man. This beer's just a little sweet initially. So we were going to go back this morning and grab some stuff, but I didn't realize, or my wife didn't either, that there were several locations. See, like I said, it was right by one of the thrift stores, so I thought we are just going to the same location, but we ended up plugging in the wrong address, and we went to a different one, but they still had the good stuff. So I picked up. So they had their house chorizo that they have in the butcher shop area that I picked up about a half a pound. But in their cooler area, though, they had oh gosh, I can't remember the brand on it. I took a picture earlier, and I don't remember the brand. But they had some different kinds of chorizo. They had some Argentinian, some Salvadoran, and Colombian. Um, so I picked up one of each because I've had Salvadoran before. A friend sent me some years ago some Salvadoran chorizo, but I really liked it. But I hadn't had the Argentinian or the Colombian chorizo before, so I picked those up. As well, and again in the butcher shop area, I picked up a pound of Al Pastor because my wife, that's her favorite is Al Pastor. I got some sopes, Supreme made sopes that we did, had us a little snack and made some fideo that had some leftovers. It'll become fideo sopa. All right, so that's done. Now I'm going to pick up this whiskey. I'm not going to read all of it because, well, the lighting's not great right here, and my eyes are tired, man. Wander Folk Spirits, finished and bottled by Wander Folk Spirits in Guthrie, Oklahoma. Same old Moses. It's 100 proof bourbon. Let me show you that bottle there. Very oaky, very spicy bourbon. Oh, yeah, God, that nose is insane. It's been sitting for a little bit now. My hard rock glass here. Pour just an ounce and a half. Didn't do a large pour in here. Actually, about an ounce and a quarter. Just wanted enough to share with you. Nice silky mouthfeel. Very sweet initially. A lot of almost a very dark, almost burnt sugar caramel. Maybe a little brown sugar too, because you feel some molasses notes. Very spicy, oaky, dry finish. Finish is a tad sweet too, but it doesn't linger, so that's nice. It is a rather sweet bourbon, I will tell you. Mm. I think it says on here if I can read it out. I'm pretty sure it's I don't guess it says. I thought it said on here, but I'm not seeing it. I believe it is a traditional bourbon though that uses rye as a secondary. Oh, oh, mercy, Percy. Anyway, sláinte. I did pick up that they did have three Oklahoma bourbons, so I did pick up this being one of them, two others. Um, so I'll get to them at a later time, but I did really want to open up another one right now. I brought one up to the room so I could open and relax, and but I didn't want to open all of them. Didn't want to have all of them open. So I'm going to sit that down for a second. I'm going to pick up this beer again. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't checked the nose or anything on it. Naturally gluten-free astronaut cookies oatmeal stout. So let's try it. I've never had a gluten-free oatmeal stout, so we're going to give it a whirl. But the guy at the liquor store shows his favorite, so we'll see. Nose is nice. Do a little bit of chocolate on the nose. Yeah, it ain't bad. Gluten-free beers can be tricky, right? I think the first one I had was probably almost. I think I was at 40, so that'd be about 18 years ago, and quite frankly, they weren't very good back then. So, but I think they are getting better. Oh gosh, that is good. Let's see. I don't know if it told me the ABV here on here. Let's see. Neff Brewing. Yeah, I wanted to visit them, but the times they were open and the part of town we were in just didn't line up. Trying to get my eyes to adjust here. I think that says 5%, but first thought it said 6%, but I'm pretty sure it says 5%. There we go. Let me show you that can one more time. Let me show you, see if you can read that better than I can. I'm pretty sure that says 5%. Oh, there we go. Show that to you. There you go. Anyways, I digress. Oh, man, it is good though. That beer is really good. I really want to try them. I want to get to that brewery because of the gluten-free thing, but like I said, it just didn't work out timing wise. I got to tell you though, it's probably the best gluten-free beer I've ever had. It's the only gluten-free oatmeal stout I've ever had. That much I can tell you. Anyway, Sludge. Picking up a lot of spice on those, a lot of cinnamon in particular. Make a little cinnamon. Might find allspice, clove. It depends on how you are with spice. You're not obviously not going to taste or smell things that you're not familiar with. But I use a lot of spices, so I tend to pick up a lot of things. But definitely a lot of cinnamon. But yeah, allspice, clove, maybe even a tad of a nutmeg. Maybe just kind of mix a baking spice. Maybe might be a better way to put that. Very oaky, dry finish. It does finish sweeter than most. Yeah, you get that. It does have a rather sweet finish. I will tell you, it's a rather sweet bourbon altogether. Double oaked. You really can feel it. So anyway, I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and let me pick up this beer again here. I'm also Tom the Beer Whisperer. Yeah, it's got a nice nose, it really does. Like I'm getting a hint of anise on the nose. It's probably not something I should be getting. It's probably just me, but I'm getting some herbal notes. Let's just say I did make it to American Solera, and I did enjoy it. As I said earlier in the video, the beer I had was very good. It's just not. Let's just say I'm not their demographic. The beer is very good. The atmosphere is a little trendy hipster for me. I'm more old school, but the beer I had there was outstanding. But it's a tad on the pretentious side for the beer whisperer. But I would recommend folks go there. Like I said, the beer was outstanding. It's just that the atmosphere wasn't me. Let's just say that. But there was three breweries right close together. You had Marshall, American Solero, and Cabin Boys, and all were very good. All very impressive. I really like Cabin Boys. I didn't get a chance to do a video there at Cabin Boys, mostly because I just was talking to everybody. I was doing a lot of chatting. So, yeah, I didn't want to take the focus away from that to stop and do a video, but the beer at Cabin Boys was rather outstanding. Oh, yeah, I'm getting a lot of herbal notes from this. I keep kind of shaking it around there. Ugh. Excuse me. So there you go. Anyways, I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, beer evangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom, man. Excuse me. Oh, that was a spicy burp. I ate a jalapeno earlier, boy. They had at that Mexican supermarket, they just had the greatest looking jalapenos. They had this whole area of just red jalapenos that were perfectly ripe and striped, just how you like them, or just how they should be when they're ready to eat. Anyway, so I got a little sidetracked there, but I had that jalapeno burp come at me. Anyway, one more time with feeling. I am Don the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, prolific drinker, purveyor, wisdom man. Ah. All around good guys. Sláinte. Thanks for tuning in, guys.